I'm Chris. That's Tyler. Tyler, I know that we can't wait for like football season. Obviously, like the Browns, the Buckeyes, important. But do you know who plays week 1 in high school football? You don't know. Glenville Maslin opens the year up.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
oh,
Yeah, dude. Like straight into the Big
where
Ten
at?
for Sincere. I think it's at Maslin, but I don't know.
Dog, we're going to that game for
I
shit.
would love to go. I would love to go, dude. Sincere versus and the Maslin quarterback Manny, who I think is
They
fantastic.
should play that game at Info Cision in Akron. It's like right in the middle of both schools.
I mean, they should. They might. I don't know. I just know that that is the week 1 matchup, and I am so excited for it. Obviously, like Sincere Johnson is a big time player and going to be a really good player for Ohio State. He's like the the take 2 of Arvell Reese, who's a monster, of course.
Yes.
But yeah, dude, like week 1 high school football. I love high school football in Northeast Ohio, and that's kind of what got me into covering the sport anyway.
Dude, that's a huge game.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I would assume that Masson will be a pretty sizable favorite just because, they have a quarterback that can throw probably more so than the Glenville kid, and they also have a kicker.
But the Glenville kid can really spin it too, and it's wild because like Manny, like they train together, both those quarterbacks. They train with Brad, who is the trainer for Waller.
Is either one of those kids like getting any love in recruiting?
No, this will be Manny's first year, but the Glenville kid I think he's getting a little bit more love.
I mean, I'm always my allegiance are always to Ted Ginn Sr.
Yeah.
I think he's the fucking goat of all goats. So I will be rooting for a Glenville.
Yeah,
100%.
I just want to root for a really good game, and it's awesome that like that's what I'm also excited about. Like I know we talk about the Browns, we talk about Ohio State. My brother, I'm excited for. There's a lot of really good high school ball in the area, and just kind of to see it on display again, it's going to be incredible. But I went to the A's game, A's Guardians on Friday.
That was a good game to go to.
Yeah, it was a really good game to go to. It was the unique Slade Zacconi game because I'm there and I'm sitting there watching it, and I feel like he's dealing. And then you look at the final line because he pitched into the 8th inning, and usually when you pitch into the 8th inning, it means
pitched into the 9th.
Yeah, into the 9th. Yeah, he went out in the 9th, and his ERA went up.
Well, that's because Jonathan Rodriguez is probably the worst right fielder, maybe in the history of baseball.
He's so bad, dude. He is horrendous in right field.
But like Slade gave up, I think he gave up 2 solo homers, and like nobody cares about solo homers.
Yeah, and like Rooker and Rooker can hit. Rooker's got a really nice swing. I believe he hit one of them, right?
Yeah. So just like it is what it is. Like a solo homer doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So like he goes into the 9th up 8-2, and it's like Vogt was like, "Hey man, you're 90 pitches going into the 9th. Like go finish your game." And he got an out, and then like there was 2 balls that hit to right field, and Jonathan Rodriguez should have caught at least one of them.
Yeah, and if you're not going to catch it, don't let it get past you.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, just brutal. And I think if you're going to criticize Vogt, like he maybe have given him a batter too long before it kind of got a little silly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't want to like go to your like closer when you're going in the 9th in an 8-2 game. Like that's
back to back triples is weird.
Yeah, so it was what it was.
It's a weird game. It's like, and like he's a bulldog too. I just want to like just real quick important like Slade Zacconi is a bulldog out there.
He's a full psycho.
Yeah.
He stares into the opponent's dugout. He's animated. He's like you know exactly how he's feeling.
His K strut is lovely, by the way.
I mean, he's a dog, bro. He's got the dog in him. Like you didn't believe me, but I told you when I saw the highlights of him, that is Corey Kluber 2.0.
Like the fastball. Like it's a very Corey Kluber like fastball.
The fastball is similar. I think instead of the sweeper that Kluber had, like Slade's curve, like true 12-6 curveball is nasty. But
he's a thrower now, not a pitcher like Kluber was, but yeah, he's a thrower, and you can see shades.
He's pretty close, man. He's been efficient. He's getting a ton of ground ball. I mean, he only had 90 pitches through 8 innings.
Dude,
That's not just a thrower, bro. He's a pitcher.
No, I think he's a thrower because I think no matter if he's getting hit hard or not, he will never ever try and nibble. He's not trying to he's not setting you up 3, 4 pitches in advance. He just is like, all right, I'm gonna execute my best pitch because you can't beat my best pitch. And I don't like dissing somebody on this part, but he is who Tanner Bybee is cosplaying as.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that because like he has sneaky good command with his fastball. He's throwing his fastball to all 4 quadrants of the strike zone.
Well, this particular game I was at, so I'm not gonna be one of those guys that pretends like like I have
That you can see from 400 feet away.
exactly. But when I've seen him before, I feel like he doesn't try to nibble that much. Like he'll go after you.
No, I just think he has really good command with his fastball. Like I think it's like legitimate command with his fastball. And I'm not saying like, his curveball, like he doesn't always land it for strikes. And I don't know if he would say he's, but like when it comes to fastball command, he has it. Like he's
Yeah.
got it.
I guess here we go. And I'm not so much in terms of like he's not a pitcher at all, but like he's more thrower than pitcher in comparison to Kluber.
Sure.
Like
But Kluber also didn't throw 97.
No, he didn't.
So,
but no, Slade's fun to watch. It's just unfortunate because you look at that final line, and that final line's like, oh, he had a rough outing. Is what you think.
I mean, I guess, but
or
like
a rough inning, it looks like.
He threw an 8 1/3. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, can you say he threw a gem?
No.
Because you look back at the numbers and it's like we gave him 5 runs.
Mm-hmm.
But like he took you into those last 2 times he's pitched, he's took you into the 8th and then he took you into the 9th.
I think he actually got tagged with all 6.
Whatever.
Does that irritate you at all?
No, because like I'm the guy that let them on base. So like if I'm gonna get, it's like you can't be mad about it.
Yeah, I got you.
So like, well, you don't want to give up runs, then don't let anybody on base. I don't know what to tell you.
No, that's fair.
But he's the ace right now. He is 100% unequivocally, undoubtedly, he is the ace of the staff right now.
Yeah, because and I also think like there's obviously the news on Luis Ortiz came out over the weekend. I don't think he's ever pitching again. So
now I got pushed back to August 31st, which means he is hibachi, cooked, sayonara.
I saw people
that man's gonna go back to the islands. He's gonna eat tacos, drink Coronas, and pitch professional baseball on the islands
until he's 50,
and like probably have a lot of fun. But
yeah,
he's never gonna make the type of money he's been making.
Nope. Yeah, Slade 8 and 8 1/3, 8 hits, 6 earned, only 2 Ks.
Yeah.
And no walks.
Bro, like he's got 1 million ground balls.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Like the only 2 Ks? Does that bug you at all?
I'm interested in getting outs. I don't really care what it
No, I am too. I just one of those like real weird, fascinating things. Because like some people like the strikeouts when you need them.
Yeah, I mean, they always like the strikeouts when you need, but there's just some games where like you just get a ton of weak contact.
Yeah.
That like maybe those turn into foul balls and then you get strikeouts that way, but like the weak contact was just like little PP ground balls to the second baseman and shortstop.
That's what I tell my little brother. Nothing wrong with pitching to contact. Nothing wrong with it. But obviously, like in the big leagues, you can get hit a little bit when that happens. Yeah. On Jonathan Rodriguez, started with this. Steven Kwan injured. Honestly, like this trade deadline situation, like with him hurt, DeLauder hurt, Brito hurt. I didn't want to start with Kwan before we get to the others, but like
it's not a good look.
It's a terrible look that Kwan's hurt.
It's a terrible look that Kwan's hurt and played in the All-Star game. I'm not going to be the one that's like, I'm not criticizing Stephen Vogt for telling him to play. I'm not criticizing Stephen Kwan for playing. It is a bad look, but like, I don't know, man. Like, is it tough because Jose Ramirez sat out, but like, Jose Ramirez has also played in like 8 of those things. Like he doesn't care. Like he doesn't need to play in an All-Star game. He's done it 1 million times already. To tell a young player like you can't go play, like I don't know. I mean,
so he's got the wrist injury.
But you can't be upset. Like him and the Guardians can't be upset for the backlash that he's getting. You can't.
because it's the wrist injury, right?
Yeah, it's a wrist
And it was
injury.
bugging him before the All-Star break.
He was bugging him before. The report was it was bugging him before their All-Star break, and he got a cortisone shot on the day after the All-Star game.
Okay, and then missed that game, and that's why he had Nolan left.
Yeah. So
And Rodriguez,
supposedly he'll
right.
be back tomorrow for the Orioles.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't know, man. They took 2 out of 3 from the A's. Like they did.
And scored a bunch, dude. I was worried that first lineup the day after, like the day we got
Oh
back from the
my
break.
God, bro.
You and I looked at that lineup, and I was like, have mercy on y'all, because this is the worst lineup I've seen them put out all year. And of course, they said, all right, bet Jonathan Rodriguez home. Like, of course, we're gonna go score 8.
It's just one of those things. It's like
That's baseball.
that's baseball. And then today they put up basically the same lineup that they put out on Friday, and they scored 8 more runs. So it's just like, it's one of these things where like, if this is, it's only 3 games. The A's have been a horrific pitching staff all season long.
All season.
So I'm not going to, you don't want to say like, well, is this kind of what we're going to get the rest of the season? Like, you can't say that because like,
Well, we're gonna see they're gonna see a lot of horrendous pitching staffs over the rest of the season, because it is a bad remaining schedule.
So it's just one of those things where like, are you concerned? Like if Stephen Kwan comes back tomorrow and plays and he like gets 2 hits, it's like, okay, no big deal. Who cares? And but like, it also doesn't help the narrative that he doesn't want to be here, because like, I don't think he wants to be here.
Yeah.
I got into a lot of arguments on social media this past week about Stephen Kwan.
People try to tag him as Mr. Cleveland because of the play style, when really like the signs are that like maybe he doesn't want to be in Cleveland long term. Or people just attach him to Jose, and like because Jose wants to be in Cleveland, they think, oh, like Kwan wants to be in Cleveland too.
Stephen Kwan is not going to take a hometown discount for the Cleveland Guardians.
Correct.
It's not going to do it. He doesn't want to be here long term. He wants to be on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go there. So unless you're going to pay him $25 to $30 million, he's not staying. And for the Guardians to pay Stephen Kwan $25 to $30 million is financially irresponsible.
Yeah.
You cannot pay a guy more money. Well, first of all, more money than Jose Ramirez, and a quarter or a fifth of your payroll to not hit the ball over the fence. Stephen Kwan cannot change the game with one swing of the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And if you pay Stephen Kwan $25 to $30 million, you will have nothing else. Because think about it. You're also paying Jose Ramirez 20. So there's $45 million of a payroll that is about 100 to maybe 110.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's no sense of us arguing about like, I know the Dolans need to spend more money. Okay. I know that, but like, let's live in the world where the reality in which we live in.
Yeah. Let's these are the set rules we have. Let's not try to change the rules. These are the rules we have.
You cannot pay. If you pay 2 players $45 million, you will have nothing else. Nothing. So what's the point of paying him that much money to go to first base and then get left out there?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it. I'm sorry. Is he worth? I think Stephen Kwan's value to the Guardians is like $15 million. That's more than Carlos Santana is making this year.
Yeah, I think
would make him the second highest paid Guardian by quite a large margin.
About a mile and a half. I mean, the most I would pay him is 20, and that's a hard cap at 20.
But like, I don't know, but like, he's not worth 20 million to the Guardians. He'll be worth 20 million to the Dodgers.
And then that's the rumored team,
the
right?
Mets and the Phillies and like the teams that have the big payroll, because he is a good player. He is a really good player, but he's not changing the game with one swing, and that's why I cannot pay him. He's the value to us, because it's the same thing. It's like your value to somebody is what they're willing to pay you.
Correct.
It's not about what his value is on the open market. The real value of a player is what I'm willing to pay you. It's the same thing I talked when I was coaching, and like kids would be like, "Oh, I think I'm going to go Division One." Like, is there any Division One schools recruiting you? Well, no. Then you're not a Division One player. Like, if you're only getting recruited by D2 schools, sorry, pal, you're a D2 player. Like, you are who's your level that you could play is same thing. So like, that's just the truth of the matter. There's no other way around it.
But honestly, like this whole like Stephen Kwan thing is honestly like the Guardians' fault because the Guardians have like tagged that guard ball matters, and this is a guy who like fits what the perfect guard ball player is, and so the people that are like sold themselves on what guard ball is are like, okay, like if like this org believes in guard ball, this is the ultimate guard ball player. That means we should pay the ultimate guard ball player like he's a star because he plays guard ball. It's like, no, they do the guard ball thing to avoid paying guys. So just because there is the ultimate guard ball player, they're not going to pay him.
Listen, I don't care what anybody says. People can hang on to this guard ball thing. I've said it once and I'll say it one more time. When I hear the term guard ball, I hear poverty. I hear broke. I hear cheap. That's what I hear when I hear guard ball. Just say you don't want to pay anybody.
And just last thing on Quan real quick. Quan in the baseball universe, not in Cleveland, I'm saying in the baseball universe, is a player that's meant to be a lineup lengthener. He's not a guy that's meant to be a lineup anchor. And right now, Cleveland has him in that lineup anchor position because of what they do everywhere else. And really, he's just a lengthener instead of an anchor.
Put it to you this way. It's the same thing I said about the truth of the matter. It's the same thing I say about other good players on bad teams. Has the offense been in Cleveland been great the last 4 years? No. So in what world? It's like if you're a good player on a bad team, how good are you?
That's a good point. No, I think he's a good player, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Like, it's not like he's changing. He's not been so good that he's changing our offense.
You're right.
So it's like he's so he's just he's a good replaceable player.
Yeah, like here we go. When they have offensive explosions, it's not because of Stephen Kwan.
No. And like yes, it is nice when he gets on base, but like usually we got to get 2 more hits to get him in.
Yeah, you need guys to slug behind him. You know what bums me out? And it's funny because like people that cover the Guardians, this should not be a surprise at all. But like post All-Star break, still eligible for the PIP pick next year. Stephen Kwan, your left fielder, goes down. Why wouldn't you? For the A series, why wouldn't you? And why aren't more people like asking, hey, why didn't we bring up CJ Kafis for a couple days just to see?
Dude,
right? Like that's how other organizations operate.
I didn't want to go here today, but I don't really care. I think CJ Kafis is the crown jewel of our farm system. I don't think I think he's more valuable. I think he's gonna be a better player than Chase DeLauder.
When you say crown jewel, though, it's not just
we'll clip this up, and I don't care. There's really 2 reasons why I believe that CJ Kafis is the actual highlight of this prospect in our farm system. 1, he's available. He plays all the time. I don't know how much longer you can give Chase DeLauder and this injury stuff. Like at some point, bro, you're just made of glass.
He's injured again, correct?
He's injured again. He's going to see a wrist specialist. Like at some point, I have to move on. Like, I'm sorry. I can't keep waiting for you. Another thing too is like the Guardians, like they need to get their head out of their ass. Like, what are you waiting for? You know he's going to get hurt again. Just bring him up. And like, you wanted, and like you said, like, oh, he's not physically ready to play Major League Baseball. Like, what do you mean? You platoon everybody you have.
Like nobody's built,
Nobody plays every day except for Jose Ramirez.
but it's like it's just a good window to just like let Kafis get his debut.
The second thing with CJ Kafis is I believe CJ Kafis is a real hitter,
Yeah.
meaning it's not just that he's running into fastballs and breaking balls and hitting them hard. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like there's definitely a
Place for
time and a
players like
place
that.
for that
Yeah.
in your lineup. But like CJ Kafis to me is somebody that's going to hit for a high average. He's somebody that's going to hit in his prime, will hit 30 homers. Like he's a real hitter. He's a professional hitter.
No, he can hit. I mean, right now across all of minor league baseball, he's got a WRC plus of 163, meaning he's 63% better than the average minor league hitter, which is exceptional. Exceptional. As a 22-year-old, it's good enough for top 9 in all of minor league baseball. Everybody's elite prospects. Everybody. I mean, shoot, the DePaula kid who people talk about, for the Dodgers organization, that like how special he's going to be. Like Kafis is a better WRC plus at a higher level than him. Like he is, again, top 9 in all of minor league baseball. That's a real hitter. Very few holes in the swing and a really good approach. Like I think the latter is
You know
electric.
who he reminds me of?
Who?
He reminds me of when Carlos Santana is going good.
Mm-hmm.
That's who CJ Kafis reminds me of.
Yeah, I mean, good approach. I mean,
because like, let's not get it twisted. Like when Carlos Santana gets a little pull happy, like he's not always great. But when Carlos is going good and he's spraying balls all over the field, like that's who CJ Kafis is, and I think like that's who he could be for the majority of his career.
Yeah,
I think he's a real hitter. It's like a 260, 275 hitter that's going to hit you 25 to 30 homers and also have an on-base percentage north of 360 because he's going to take his walks.
No, he is. I mean, in AAA right now, he's got 13 home runs in 60 games, and his OPS is 950.
What's his strikeouts to walks?
Strikeouts, he's got 74 strikeouts, 30 walks in AAA.
Okay, so not as good as I would hope, but
it's not perfect.
No, but he's also hit 13 homers in 60 games. So like I'm going to take it.
Yeah, so here, and my thing is like you could have brought him up for this weekend and had him play left and kept Nolan in right. Like we know he's better than Jonathan Rodriguez, right? I know Jonathan Rodriguez had the home.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing I don't understand is like we have guys in our minor leagues that we pretty much know are better than a couple guys that are playing for the Guardians.
Yeah, and you had a window to make the move, like a window just like for the weekend. Like we see other places, like with Mick Abel, they brought him up and they're like, "Hey, look, we had someone go down. This is just a spot start." I mean, with Dominguez like last year, "Hey, look, we're gonna bring you up, but just for a day and then send you back down." Like they had a chance for a spot start, and against a pitching staff that really wouldn't be overmatched by. And that way, you can see him on the baseball field, and then you can decide: do we want to rush Quan back or not?
I mean, you said it. What pitching staff they're going to see the rest of the year that is good?
Yeah. And like you're good on the pit pick because that's like the incentive pick. Like you're already past the deadline.
So Chase Louder's hurt. Stephen Kwan's hurt. Their first round pick, Jace. I haven't learned his last name yet.
Lavalette, I believe is what it is.
Lavalette. He's hurt.
Maybe Lavalette.
He was drafted hurt, which they knew, which is okay.
They had his better.
Also, Juan Brito is also hurt.
Yeah.
And Gabe Arias is rehabbing. I don't know what that means for the trade deadline. I don't know what it means.
It essentially eliminates a lot of your high-profile prospects from being traded.
Correct. But I don't know what it means as far as, like, are you going to create space to bring these guys? Like, at some point.
Well, that was my thing, Tyler. Like, the Quan thing, like, created space for you.
Yeah. Just
for a series, dude.
It's really tough. It's really tough to see like young players like getting hurt in AAA when they know when like everybody knows that they're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point? You're just like now you can't do anything with them. Like I'm telling you right now, I don't think we may not see these young guys until the September call-ups.
Mm.
That's I'm starting to get closer to that feeling, and I just like I don't think this roster because it's also the same point. Like if you become say you become sellers, well, who's playing?
Yeah, who's playing?
You trade Carlos, you trade Lane. Who's coming up? Because like I don't need to see John Kenzie Noel again this year. I need John Kenzie Noel to play every day and get better. Like I don't know where you go.
He's
Also,
been
like
baking though,
Chase
right?
Lauder's not even on the 40-man roster.
Yep, that's the other part of it. That's a little bit tricky, which is actually kind of wild the more you think about it.
So, you know,
How are John Kenzie's minor league stats this year?
I don't know, but every time he hits a home run, that bitch goes like 475 feet.
Yeah. Um, in Columbus right now, he's hitting 266, and his OPS is lower actually than CJ Kafis is at 856.
I don't know, man. I still on this train though that like they took 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
Let's say they win, they take 3 out of 4 from Baltimore, and then they take 2 out of 3 from Kansas City. They were 7 and 3,
which is very doable.
very doable. It's like, what do you do then?
And they might catch Kansas City in the middle of a sell too. So you're gonna get maybe a really depleted Kansas City team.
So like I they didn't gain much ground in these 3 games. The 2 out of 3 taking 2 out of 3 from Oakland in the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I really don't. I honestly, I thought I knew, and I want them to wait and see what happens. Now, if they go out there and they split with Baltimore and they lose the series at Kansas City, then we're probably going to see Carlos getting traded. We're going to see, Class A's also probably, on lookout.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Here are Angel Martinez's last 15 games. 281, 300 on base, 614 slugging with an OPS of 914. Are you ready for second half, Angel? Because dog, it's coming, just so you know. It's coming.
You know what's funny, man? Is like this is what it looks like when you allow young players to go through the slumps.
Correct.
This is what it looks like. And so everybody thinks that Kyle Manzardo stinks. But like, can we just wait and see? He doesn't get to fucking play every day. So how the hell does anybody know? But it's just like, this is the product of letting these young players play. Everybody in the month of June said that Angel Martinez stinks. He needs to get sent down. He needs to get traded. He's awful, blah, 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 blah. He's the second most electric player on this whole team. Period. End of story.
It's coming, dude. And people doubt it because I always say, like, when he puts his A swing, he's got a lot more pop than people realize.
Does he have 9 homers or 10 homers?
He's at 9 home runs right now.
I mean, this kid's gonna hit. He's gonna hit 15 home runs this year.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, dog.
He's gonna drive in 60 to 70 runs. Nah, probably if he's bad leadoff, he's gonna hit like 60, driving like 60 runs.
Yeah, it's coming. Just so you guys know, like people kind of judged him on kind of a messed up scale, but at 5'11", 200 pounds, that's a stocky kid, man.
He's probably the best athlete in the whole team.
I think so. People keep saying, well, Nolan Jones. This kid. Second half, I'm telling you, Tyler. I'm telling you, like the second half is for young kids.
How could people look like? I guess if you looked at those two in a uniform, you're like, Nolan Jones has got to be like, that is Superman, bro. That is like
right.
God's gift. But like, who's better? It's not even close.
Angel Martinez is a better player.
And it's like, He also can play all three outfield positions. I still want to see what it looks like with him playing shortstop. I want to know. I
Mhm.
got to know what it looks like. Why can't he play shortstop? If
I don't
you
know.
can play second, you can play short. And he has the best arm on the team. So I don't know.
Dude,
Somebody
arm
tell me
strength,
why he can't play
not
shortstop.
not just on the team, like arm strength wise, 97th percentile across all of baseball. Average throw, 94.6 miles an hour.
I don't get it, man. And if you want him to play in center field, like my personal opinion is that they should figure out where they want him to play and just have him go play it every day. If they want him to be their center fielder, then put him in center field and figure out second base late at some other point.
Mhm.
Like that's a kid. I think I said it back in May when he came up. Like this kid is exciting. He's electric. He's athletic, and he's following Jose Ramirez around like a puppy dog on a leash.
Yep.
And like, what better way to get brought up, especially with that type of player? Like they're like carbon copies of each other.
Mhm.
Line drive hitters with some pop, with some ability to backspin from the left side. Like, dude, and people forget that Jose Ramirez like struggled when he got up here. Like that first like 162 games combined, like it wasn't great. He wasn't just like he didn't come up to Major League Baseball and just be this.
No, it took he had a claws way there.
He wasn't Frankie Lindor.
Right.
He wasn't. And so like you have to let these kids go out and play. It's the same reason why like I got into an argument with a fan about Kyle Manzar. Kyle Manzar is 23 years old. First time as a full-time major leaguer, David Fry at 29. If David Fry was hitting 220 and like doing what he's supposed to do as a 29-year-old, 4-year MLB veteran, but he's not. He's hitting 150.
Yeah, I've seen enough from him. So that's
Like
young man's. I'm not doing it.
he had a good game today.
Yeah.
And like it's so funny. Like I'm sure people are catching on. Like when I'm hating on a player, they always go off.
Dude,
Always, bro.
literally, bro, I was at the game and Tyler texted in our Guardians group chat. So that about like Jonathan Rodriguez being one of the worst hitters he's ever did see.
Next pitch, tank.
Bang. Bang.
The very next pitch, it's like, oh man. But it's just like, I if what could it look like? What could it look like a month from now if Kyle Manzardo was getting all of these at bats? What could it look like?
I mean, it would look more encouraging, and you'd be grooming someone who didn't have to be a platoon guy. Like you platoon not because you want to platoon forever, but you platoon because you feel like you have to, and you don't have to with Manzardo. Just real quick. As a 23-year-old, Jazz went 248 and 18 home runs. That's almost exactly what Angel Martinez is on pace for.
The Angel Martinez is going to be here. I think he's going to be here for a while.
Dude, he reminds me so much, and that's both of them in their age 23 seasons. He reminds me so much of Jazz because where was Jazz at first? He was an infield prospect, and then they had him playing center, and they moved him back to the infield. Now he's at second base. I'm just saying, man.
There's a lot of players in this organization that I think are very, very much replaceable. And I'm not saying that Angel Martinez is not replaceable, but I don't want to trade him because I need to see what it's going to look like. He has my undivided attention.
I mean, get ready, y'all, because it's coming. It's coming.
So I'm excited for him.
Trade deadline needs. I mean, they need bullpen help really bad right now.
Dude, and like they need it as bad as they need air.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad right now.
Like you just can't. You can't tell me that they're going to try to make a wild card playoff push, and like their first gun out of the bullpen is Matt Festa. I'm sorry, man. You can't tell me that that's what we're rolling with.
The thing is like I think they're going to run into some fool's gold with the bullpen though.
Like Hunter Gaddis, Hunter Gaddis his arm looks dead. He looked dead before the All-Star break.
But I agree, but I think the bullpen's gonna have success, and it's gonna trick people into thinking the bullpen's good because of the stretch they're about to go on in terms of lineups they're gonna face. And
Yeah,
I do worry
it's
about
just,
that. Like, it could almost trick them into not getting bullpen help, is what I'm saying.
my personal opinion, because of Daniel Schneemann and because of Martinez's ability to play other positions, I think they should send Will Wilson back to AAA and they should bring up a ninth bullpen arm.
For the back half.
They have 8. They roll with 8, but they should have 9. With as many high leverage games as they play, they should have 9 guys in the bullpen.
Yeah.
And I don't know who that ninth guy is because I was really high on Franco Alman, but like
He forgot that he was supposed to prevent runs.
He might stink.
Yeah, he started getting hit really hard. Honestly, it's one of those things like sometimes guys end up getting figured out, and it's like, are you able to adjust as a pitcher? And it feels like he got figured out, and he's been able to get guys out this one way for so long that he can't adjust. And so he's really struggling down there in AAA right now.
I'm just saying, these guys are so good, bro. Imagine getting figured out throwing 98-mile-an-hour sinkers.
Bro, the hitters are good, man. Hitters are good.
So they got it. Like they have to trade for a bull, and that's what makes me think like if they're in this, if they get to like 2.5, if they're 2 games back, come trade down. I don't think they're trading Emmanuel Class A.
No, Pat went on the record, and we got to get Pat on the show soon. Pat went on the record with me and was like, "They're like no shot they trade Class A now, no shot."
I don't think so. Well, you guys will see the Pat's the biggest like.
But he made a good point. It's like you can afford to trade him when Cade Smith is good. But right now, there's like the whispers around the league is that Cade Smith is tipping his fastball.
Well, he came out, he pitched today and he had 2 strikeouts and like 12 pitches in 1 inning.
Yeah, but do you remember a couple games ago though when he balked intentionally to get the runner to third?
Yeah,
it was because
that's probably also because they're playing the Astros.
Oh well, that too, but like like the whispers are that he tips pitches.
Well, hopefully they got that figured out in the All-Star break.
Yeah. Well, if there's a runner on second is the big thing. So it's like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about Cade Smith. I'm not worried about Emmanuel Class A. I'm a little worried about Hunter Gaddis. I think he's exhausted, is my personal opinion with Hunter Gaddis.
I mean, deep playoff run and a lot of uses this year. And also, like, you're the 4 horsemen, but Tim Herron forgot how to ride a horse.
Yeah, Tim Herron just forgot how to throw strikes.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you're like rolling with 3, and now you've got like Junis, Festa.
Cantillo.
Who?
Cantillo.
Yeah, I mean, Cantillo's been pretty good out of the pen, but he's in the starting rotation right now because they need it.
Yeah, I like Cantillo. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I'm just holding my judgment on the trade deadline until I see what happens the next 7 games.
Yeah, if the bullpen is going to get exposed, or going to see some warts that kind of force some urgency, it's going to be in this 4-game set with Baltimore, because 4-game sets like that like 3 and 4 game, like that's when those guys are gassed and they're seeing the same guys like a lot.
Yep.
So that's a concern, because like Kansas City, like you should be good. Colorado, you should be good. It's a 3-game set. And then you're Minnesota, and that's like past the trade deadline.
Yeah.
So it's like if they're gonna show that's why honestly this Baltimore series all of a sudden for like 7 different reasons is the most interesting series across all of baseball this week, across all of the whole sport.
Because Baltimore also might be sellers too, and they got some good players there.
I mean, the Mullins kid,
very confusing. Like, how do they just fall off a cliff like this?
They don't have pitching. They have no pitching.
Bet you they wish they would have paid Corbin Burns.
Yeah, Corbin Burns popped the UCL.
Oh yeah, he's getting TJ.
But Baltimore, they're going to move off O'Hearn. That's the first baseman with some pop, and then they're going to move off Mullins, the switch hitting center fielder, who I think that's Angel Martinez's floor, is Cedric Mullins. So,
man, I would love to have Cedric Mullins on the Guardians.
Yeah, I mean, well, here we go. If you know what, do you ask him to switch hit again?
Yeah.
Okay, because he stopped about a year and a half ago.
Oh, well, then no. I guess
Okay.
no. No, I just think he's a good player. I
Yeah,
think
no, he's a good player, fun player, and a pro. Pro's pro. Good approach at the plate.
I mean, anything in center field is better than what Lane Thomas is providing you. But
Yeah,
also Lane Thomas is hurt, so it doesn't really matter. You
yeah,
can't trade
no,
him.
that's real deal. Oh, just real separately, dude. Did you see what the Brewers did this weekend?
No.
They swept the Dodgers.
Oh, that's sick.
The little fellas, dude.
Oh man, I can't. I really hope the Dodgers don't eat. You know, it'd be hilarious if the Dodgers don't even make it to the World Series.
Dude, it would be. Would that be the greatest failure in like recent sports history?
It would definitely be up there. That's a lot of money spent on to not win a championship.
Dodgers
Wow.
last 10 games, 2-8.
I mean, listen, the Dodgers are absolutely built for the playoffs. They're built for the post. There's too much pitching on that team. I know they're all hurt right now, but like if they're healthy, like there's just too many weapons, dude.
Well, and we saw last year, even when they weren't healthy, the bats just are too ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, man, the Brewers have the best record in baseball.
Do they really?
Yes.
Better than Detroit?
Yes, same record.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so cool.
So cool, dude. And they do it. They play guard ball.
They don't call it anything though. They just say we play baseball.
Yeah, they just don't strike out. They put the ball in play. They play good defense, and they've got Christian Yelich, who you made a point to me earlier today, is their version of Jose.
Yeah. He's their superstar that they kept to build around.
Yep, they are 10-0 in their last 10 games.
That's a 10-game win streak. It's pretty
Correct.
fun.
And they had a series with the Dodgers
Sick.
and took care of them. All times. Browns rookies are reporting to training camp, so put your seatbelt on because between the quarterbacks, between Quinshon Judkins, between all the hot seats that are rumored to go on over there, it's going to be a war zone in Cleveland with the media. And it's going to be a full civil war, and you got to pick a side. And the side that I want to pick is the side that just show me what I have, don't hide these players from me, and let's just see it on the field. So, I don't know how much
Which
you want to talk.
quarterback, and to me, this is a fairly simple answer. Of the two older guys, which quarterback defeats the purpose of what this season should be about?
Kenny Pickett defeats the purpose entirely.
100% agree.
Kenny Pickett is good enough to ruin and set this franchise back, 2 years.
He just like the two glove thing, the small hands, he just like I feel like Kenny Pickett just got famous for the fake slide.
Yeah, I mean, he was your fun old college quarterback before we realized I don't know if we like having these old ass dudes play college quarterback.
No, man. He just like and like you're like, oh, he took Pittsburgh to the playoffs. Like he didn't take Pittsburgh to the playoffs.
Pittsburgh took him to the playoffs.
Yeah, bro. The Steelers, they take everybody to the playoffs, dude. Like yeah, dude. It's just not I think
Bro, saying that he took them to the playoffs would be the same thing as me saying Mo Williams took the Cavs to the playoffs.
yeah, it's just like, dude, nothing would be less exciting than Kenny Pickett playing quarterback for the Browns.
Well, not just less exciting, it ruins everything because he's good enough to win a couple games early and make you think, oh, he's out here, and he's also not good enough to be the future of your franchise. So he's just good enough to make sure we see less and less of the two young guys, because with a loaded rookie quarterback class coming up, what do we want to see this year? Like the only goal for me this year for the Cleveland Browns is not to win games, is not to, make it to the playoffs. The only goal is to see what you have with the young guys, to make sure that we know what we have going into the draft next year, and we don't botch a draft, because you said it a couple times. Next year's draft is the most important draft in the history of the Browns.
Yeah, dude, they can't screw this up.
They cannot screw this up. And you know how you avoid screwing this up? By obtaining as much information as you can. Does Kenny Pickett help you get as much information as you can?
No.
He doesn't.
I don't even know what you could like. As soon as you find out that there's a quarterback injury in the NFL, Andrew Berry needs to be on the horn, but like, we'll give you Kenny Pickett. I'll take a 6 and a bag of chips. Like as soon as you find out, oh, somebody popped an Achilles, somebody popped their ACL, labrum surgery, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, we would like a Fanta orange, some sun chips, and a 6th-round pick for Kenny Pickett. Thank you.
Bro, you got to do it during a scandal so you can sneak them away.
No. I just like, not only would it defeat the purpose, but it would be so boring of a season to watch Kenny Pickett go out there and play.
Yeah, like at least last year, like Jameis was fun. Flacco's entertaining. Like it's fun.
Flacco is white old Jameis.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like we're gonna be throwing that thing all over the place.
We don't know where it's gonna land.
And then, like, I will say, man, that Dylan Sampson pick looks better and better and better every time that I see Quinshon Judkins in an orange jumpsuit
In the news.
Yeah, dude. Like,
do you know how crazy it is to go 2 running back and 2 quarterbacks in the same draft? What the hell were we doing?
That's when you say, I haven't heard somebody say that out loud yet. And that's the first time I've heard somebody say that out loud. And it makes me want to, like, this is the guy we're going to give 2 top 10 picks next year.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Like we're legit playing Madden when we draft like this. 2 running backs and 2 quarterbacks in the same draft.
I can't.
Now, Dylan Sampson's a good player, man, and that's going to be a really important pick. And I think it's fascinating because, like, with the Heupel offense, people think that maybe he was like a gadget guy, but as someone who watched him, he's a hard to bring down every down running back that's got power. That's decently fast. Like he's a really, really good player that was underdrafted because of how loaded of a running back class this was. Like he's a really good player.
I think he's going to be a good player. I think they're both. I mean, Quinshon. Like, listen, Quinshon's going to play football for the Cleveland Browns this year.
100%. But Dylan Sampson might get the first crack at it.
Yeah, and like Quinshon, like if what he did is true, and it sounds like what he did is true, you know, whatever the circumstance, like really shitty thing to do, really bad thing to do, not something that I'm promoting, and it's just like, don't do that, man. Like, don't be a scumbag. But at the same time, like the NFL doesn't care. They just don't.
It's not my job to know what happened. It's not my job to decide who plays or not. It's my job to talk about it. And like I also can acknowledge like what he did is awful and like big double thumbs down if he did it. But I can also acknowledge that the NFL does not give a shit what they do.
The bottom line is this: is that Jimmy Haslam and Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski, to a lesser extent, all they want to know is like, is Quinshon Judkins going to help us win football games?
Correct.
And if he is, and is he going to be, is his off the field problems going to be not as, is his on field production be better than the problems he causes? Then if that answer is yes, he's going to play on Sundays.
And honestly, for them, this is a cakewalk compared to what they brought in a couple years ago. This is playing the game on easy.
And that's honestly part of the problem. And like, is that a fair criticism? Is it fair? No. Is it real? Like, as far as the Quinshon Judkins thing, is it fair to criticize Andrew Berry for that? No. Is it, reality? Yeah. It's like, this is, you keep bringing in guys like Michael Hall Jr., Quinshon Judkins, Deshaun Watson. Like
you're gonna get some judgment.
You're gonna get some judgment. And to be honest with you, Andrew Berry doesn't give a shit either. Like, I hope fans realize that Andrew Berry does not give a shit about what any of us think. None of it. He does not care.
Crazy. And
he didn't even offer Nick Chubb, fucking $2 million, he would have signed.
He does not care.
He does
It's
not
wild. Like,
care.
not only is Andrew Berry bad at his job naturally, but also like the character stuff on top of it is like crazy. Like at least like other GMs that we see kind of do this, they win some games.
Yeah, bro.
But
100%.
no, it's gonna be fascinating. But it's funny because like not funny. It's wild because like during all this, like this has been the quietest we've seen things about Shador because there's something else now.
Yeah. I'm just ready to start seeing. I need footballs in the air. I need just like I'm tired of talking about the quarterback situation. I'm tired of talking about blah 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 blah. Like let's it's time to see some footballs go in the air and let's play.
Yeah,
Let's find out what we have because like somebody needs to prove me wrong. This roster doesn't stink.
true. Did you
So
see some divisional news? TJ Watt got paid big bands.
how old is TJ Watt again?
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't he older than Myles Garrett? I think he's older than Myles. I think he's a year older than Myles Garrett.
I think so. I don't know.
And
TJ Watt is 30.
I mean, shout outs. The one thing Andrew did do is that he drove up the market like crazy.
Like crazy. Yeah, he's a year older than
Aiden
that.
Not Aiden Hudson.
Trey
Trey Hendrickson
Mhm.
is not going to play for Cincinnati.
But did you hear what the reported number he wants now is?
40.
Yeah, he wanted 35 a couple weeks ago. Now he wants 40, nothing less. And Shamar Stewart's back at A&M right now.
Man, at what point, if you're Joe Burrow, be like, give me the fuck up on out of here, bro. I can't do this anymore.
Well, he already signed the big deal and got his boys paid.
I don't care. You trying to tell me that somebody wouldn't give up the whole hell of a lot for Joe Burrow?
I mean, if I'm the Browns, I'm sending two firsts and Myles Garrett. Both my first next year and Myles Garrett for Joe.
Hell yes. What?
Yeah.
That's it? That's all it would take?
No, you need more, obviously, because like Matt Stafford got traded for 5 first-round picks.
Chris, let me tell you right now, I would trade the entire defensive roster for Joe Burrow. And restart. The whole defense, restart.
Yeah. I mean, it's Joe. I mean, they basically, he did it with no defense last year.
Joe Burrow would be so far and away the best quarterback. He'd be the best quarterback in Cleveland Browns history.
Oh, immediately. Bang. Just
immediately.
Like that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I can't.
No.
I just like, I'm ready to like hear reports. I'm ready to see clips. I'm ready to do all that stuff to talk about the Browns. Like, I'm tired. This drama that surrounds this fucking franchise is just, it's just exhausting. It really is. Like, it's time to play. Let's see who can play. Let's see who can't play. And let's try to go and figure out what we got. And if you win a couple games along the way, like, great. But I'm trying to find out who can play and who can't. So,
Ohio State, there was a report came out over the weekend about, Ross Bjork and Ryan Day. Some frustrating. There's been some recruiting misses lately. It's gotten a lot of traction on Twitter, at least. And the belief is the divide is and the amount of aggression that, Bjork and Ohio State is willing to go to in terms of spending on recruiting, given the fact that they believe that a lot of these deals will not get approved at any point. Now, the way it works, for those who don't know, is all the NIL deals need to be approved at the NCAA clearinghouse, or else they cannot be paid that money. And I haven't heard really anybody talk about it. I was talking to you a little bit about it, but so far, the clearinghouse has denied 2/3 of all deals because they don't meet the standards of requirement. And so the rumor is, the belief is that, Ross Bjork and Ohio State, they feel like, well, we're not going to promise this fake money until we get a better understanding of the clearinghouse, and then we're willing to work through this. Ryan Day is like, well, we're going to fall behind. We need kids. Now, the report was really drummed up and a little bit more dramatic than I think it actually is right now. I think Ryan Day kind of understands it. I wanted to set the stage and let you kind of speak on that.
Is it fair to say that Ross Bjork is privy to conversations that even Ryan Day isn't privy to when it comes to NCAA NIL rules and regulations? Correct. All right. So my opinion, and this is definitely a glass half full. This is definitely a positive thing in defending Ross Bjork. I believe that Ross Bjork is calling the bluff on all of these schools and their NIL deals.
Mhm.
And his opinion is that when all of these deals aren't approved and all these kids are going to be like, get told that they're not getting this money, these recruitments are so far from over
Mhm.
that it's just going to be like, let's just ride this out, wait and see what happens. And then in November and October and November, when all these kids are like, I ain't going there, you ain't paying. I came here for the money. There's no money. I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah, and you
That's
told me this is
when,
kosher. It's not kosher. It's getting denied.
yeah. And so now what's going to happen is like, well, if I'm going to get, at least I know if I go to Ohio State, I might get paid less, but I'm going to get paid
Yeah.
and I'm going to be a part of championship culture and I'm going to get to play in the playoffs and I'm going to get to do all the things that come with playing Ohio State. Ross Bjork is calling that. He's calling their bluff. And I sure shit hope he's right. And Ryan Day, I'm sure thinks I hope he's right too. Because Ryan Day has a point, man. And like it's not Ryan Day's job to it is his job, but it's not his job to worry about all the things that the NIL and the NCAA are doing. He
Correct.
needs to play. He's playing within the rules that he thinks that there is right now, and he thinks they're falling behind. And he's with the current state of things, he's right. They are falling behind. I mean, coming off of a national championship, and you right now have the 7th ranked recruiting class, and you have the Ohio State brand. That's a problem.
That definitely is eyebrow raising because like once you like Zach always tells me, once you win a natty, everybody wants to come.
Well, that's a problem, Ryan, because nobody wants to come and like. And I understand. And my personal opinion is that this 2026 class is going to be a shit show regardless,
Mhm.
because all these kids are trying to maximize this moment. Because once they get past this year, this recruiting class, this cycle, things will level out, and then 2027 kids will know exactly what's going on, and then they'll be able to play within the rules, whatever those rules technically are.
This kind of happened before because the last time there was like the big like rule landscape change was the 2023 class. I remember like there was like concerns about Ohio State that year, and they kind of weren't as aggressive that year. They learned the rules and then went crazy the year after 2024.
Yeah.
Because in 2023, the only Big Ten player or the only 5-star player to sign in the entire Big Ten was Brandon Innes. He's the
Yeah.
only one.
Well, isn't it the 2022 class that only has like 6 players left?
Yeah, obviously because of the portal stuff. So that also is a thing.
But like, it's the same thing as like the real reality of recruiting is like you're gonna whiff on some classes. You just can't whiff on 2 in a row.
Right.
If it's like if it's good, and like if a top 10 class is a whiff for Ohio State, then like darn.
So I think they'll be aggressive once they kind of get the set of rules. But also, like, people are mad at Bjork. And I told you this on the phone. If Bjork and Gene Smith, two guys who are both philosophically so different, are
Uh-huh.
at Ohio State,
I mean, literally, for people that don't understand, we're talking about the moon and the sun.
yeah, like philosophically so different in terms of AD philosophies. If they are at Ohio State and they are doing almost the exact same thing, what does that tell you?
That the people that are the people that they report to are the ones holding them back.
Exactly. I think that's a really important thing to remember because look, I mean, they brought Bjork in. People thought, oh, it's gonna be super different. You guys think Bjork overnight just changed who he was, personality, philosophy wise? No. The people cutting his checks
Yep.
want things a certain way.
Yeah.
And nobody's talking about that.
I think my personal opinion is that, like I said, he's calling all these teams around the country that he's calling all their bluff.
Yeah.
The only team that I think is cashing the checks that they're promising is Texas. Because
Yeah.
I
And
think they have the money
they
and
well,
they
they
have
have
the deals. But like the Texas Techs, the USC's, like the Michigans, and not that that Michigan has money too, but like the schools that were like the safety that's going to North Carolina.
from Ohio.
Like, what are we talking about here? You know, losing linemen, to all these other like unserious programs, like
Mhm.
I'll see you in the portal in 12 months, dog.
Yeah, I hope you develop there the way you claim you will. Because if you do, then I'll see you in a couple years. If you don't, you missed your window.
Yeah. So
Phoning Tackett Curtis. How did USC work out?
yeah,
You
really,
chose USC over Ohio State as a defensive player. How unserious are you?
100%, no doubt.
So
So
that's where I'm at. Um, Poolgate, initial reactions to seeing Lincoln Keenholz at the pool with the receivers.
well, first thing I was like, it's like when you take a multiple choice question and there's one answer that's like, well, that's definitely not it.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. I was like, wait a second. All these freaks that I looked at them like, damn, that's a freak, that's a freak, that's a freak. And then you got the fucking milk cartons.
And I
I'm
see
like,
what
wait a
Hartline was
second.
doing. And I see what Hartline did. He was smart.
Yeah.
Hartline put Lincoln to the left of him because Lincoln is more white than he is. And so it made Brian look more tan than he is.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant play.
But Lincoln's not playing receiver.
He's also
mean-
not the starting quarterback because JJ already named one.
Yeah, he's not. Like, think about it. This is the best receiver room in the country by not even a little bit of a margin.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can be like, yep, I'm gonna go into that room and see if I can play there, and I can't even play quarterback. Get the fuck out of here. He's not moving positions. He was just hanging out because like that's Lincoln, just a hangout type of guy.
Yeah.
Lincoln
We were in
loves
college once, Tyler.
Lincoln likes being a quarterback at Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
And all the things, the extracurricular things that come with that. And that's okay.
And that was at Kinsdale Country Club.
Yeah.
They got a nice little golf course.
Little pool.
Lincoln likes the guys. He's likable. He's charismatic. He loves to golf. It was one of those things when you're in college. Hey, a couple of us in the pool. You want to slide? Where at? Kinsdale? Oh, I'll probably golf and then hit the pool with you guys.
Didn't somebody, he just won a home run derby of a charity softball event too?
Probably. I don't know if we never talked about. We talked about it way back. He could do it, man.
Oh, he could absolutely play baseball at Ohio State.
Oh, he could do it.
100%.
Mhm.
They stink.
Okay, I think he could do it anyway. I think he's a good little baseball player.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to bring up about Ohio State, I just can't imagine how Ohio State feels about the way that Fox Sports is doing them so dirty.
Oh, the dirtiest.
They have been riding the coattails. They have literally built their whole brand off of the Ohio State brand. And then the first thing they do is they take their two biggest games and put them at noon this year again. And then they go, in order to try to compete with College Game Day to find their Pat McAfee, they go find the biggest Ohio State hater there will ever be.
Not even an analyst, just a troll, not an analyst.
Not even an analyst. At least Mark May played football.
Mm-hmm. That's such a crazy pull, dude. As a kid, that was my top op.
Mark May. If anybody doesn't know, Mark May played football at Pittsburgh, and Ohio State beat them like 63-0. And from that moment on, Mark May has been Ohio State's biggest hater ever since.
He hates them boys. I hated Mark May growing up.
And so, but at least Mark May played football.
Yeah.
He knows ball. And then I also think that Mark May just kind of at a certain point, he just started leaning into the Ohio, he just leaned into it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like his shtick, and he went with it. He probably didn't believe all the things he said about Ohio State eventually.
Or if he did, he was just the ultimate hater. The way that I hate some people out there. I know I'm not being fair, but I hate you.
But Dave Portnoy doesn't know anything about football. He is just a troll.
Yeah.
That's all he is. What is he actually going to provide you on Big Noon Kickoff?
I think he's going to just try to trigger Urban.
And you know what's going to happen? Because Urban Meyer doesn't need to do Big Noon Kickoff.
Yeah, if he makes him have it, I'll just sit this one out, y'all.
Like I don't. Listen. Urban Meyer does not need to do this.
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur. He's also the former Ohio State coach. He's richer than rich.
He has so much money.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own things. He can go do anything that he wants to do. And he's the biggest attraction on Big Noon Kickoff.
Correct.
If you piss off Urban Meyer, he'd be like, I don't need to do this. I'm out. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to listen to Dave Portnoy run his mouth. The second thing is all he has to do is say 7-0.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't beat me. But you know what's going to happen is Dave Portnoy is going to lean, like he's going to show ultimate respect to Urban Meyer because he is 7-0. He's going to
use it as a way to sneak this Ryan.
Correct. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like nobody. I'm telling you right now. I think because College Game Day is coming to Ohio State, Texas, so is Big Noon Kickoff. Nobody is going to be at Big Noon, dude. That is going to be a fucking ghost town.
Yeah.
And I hope it is.
Urban Meyer should bring us a piece of pizza that has pepperoni on it, just 7-0, like with spelled out in pepperoni.
Yeah, say rate this, bitch.
Yeah, rate this. Scale 1 to 7.
1 to 7. Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah.
Oh man, you got to hear me out, pimp.
I do.
What you got?
I do. It's kind of unserious. I think my wife was like gossiping to me about something that happened with some of her friends, and another dude, a grown adult, said JK in a text message. When you're an adult male, there are certain things that you're just not allowed to say.
Damn.
You're not allowed to say JK. You want to know why? Because first of all, you're not just kidding. Okay? You're never just kidding when you say JK. Okay? Second of all, I feel like a child just saying it right now.
I fuck with JK, dude.
Say what you mean. There are certain acronyms that are okay, like an LOL is fine.
Yeah, like, no. This is such a get off my lawn, like a boy's boy, like a man's man.
You're not saying you don't mean it. You're not just kidding.
No, if I say just kidding, I absolutely meant what I said before, but the joke didn't land and I'm getting flamed, so I'm walking it back.
So just say,
and then I'm gonna gaslight you.
I'm playing. I'm just playing.
Oh yeah, just playing. What if I just say JP?
No. No.
Why?
There's certain acronyms that you just shouldn't say as a grown man.
Okay.
You're a grown ass man. Adult.
I'm grown as fuck. I feel like I'm being like this is like our first like big homie, little homie. I'm like, dude, I need to grow up.
You can't just be saying JK. Like, just say I'm just playing.
All right, I got you.
You don't need to. We don't need to shorten everything.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being attacked. It's cool.
I'm just like I was just triggered, but I was like, what the hell? Like, I know you're not kidding. And second of all, you're not a child flirt texting with some girl.
Oh, boy.
Grow up.
All right, yeah, I got you.
Damn.
Dude, I've been on this like Coldplay concert rabbit hole.
Oh, God, I can't.
And I think, honestly, in my heart of hearts, the most important thing societally to come from this is getting the Coldplay cam at events instead of the Kiss cam. Kiss cam sucks. It's cringy. It's weird. I don't like it. I just doesn't make me feel good. But the Coldplay cam, when they play the Coldplay song and they look for people in the crowd that are like mimicking like the Stargate CEO and the girl, and then when the camera gets on them, they both like act surprised and like duck and like hide. That is more important and something I enjoy more than the Kiss. Kiss cams suck, yo.
There's only one thing at a sporting event that's worse than the Kiss cam.
What?
You know what it is?
The game day proposals?
No. The wave.
Oh, you already had this take. You spun back.
I'm saying There's the only thing and I'm agreeing with you that the kiss cam is like the most cringy thing ever.
Yeah.
But the only thing worse than the kiss cam is the wave.
Because people judge you if you don't do it with them.
I'm not fucking doing the wave, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Bro, I felt like you did. The wave came to my section on Friday. You know what I did afterwards after not standing up for the wave? And I felt myself getting some looks, which maybe they weren't looking at me. But as soon as it happened, I didn't do it. And I felt like I was getting looked at. I immediately started rooting for the A's.
Bro, when the wave comes around, not only do I not do the wave, but I get more comfortable in my seat. I lounge, put my arm up like, not fucking doing this shit. Watch the damn game.
Yeah, man. And I think it's distracting for hitters, man. If they do it on the front row, at least it distracts me. Who knows?
I can't believe this whole Coldplay thing has gotten this much publicity, though. I cannot believe it. I really can't.
They said that someone said you lose them how you get them, because I guess internet rumors, his current wife, the one that he just cheated on or whatever, or got caught on, he actually started seeing her when he was with his wife before.
Once a cheater, always a cheater, right? Is that what they say?
Yeah, they say my boy was worth $1.2 billion, and then after
not
the
anymore.
concert, $650 million.
Not anymore.
Cut it in half, baby.
Oh, I saw a picture of her. It said it was like her and her 3 kids, and it was like she's about to be so rich.
So rich.
Damn, to go out on a Coldplay concert? What are you even doing at a Coldplay concert?
In fact, you deserve to lose more than half.
You know what's been a crazy comeback, by the way?
What?
Creed. The Creed comeback for white men is like one of the most crazy comebacks of all time.
Dude, I was around the rock world for a little bit. I've seen this shit coming, man. It's been bubbling.
Coldplay is the new Creed.
Creed, yeah, dude.
People just shit talk Coldplay. Like, why do you even like Coldplay? Who likes Coldplay?
Yeah.
But like, there's nothing more than like I think what it is like 30-year-old white dudes have just been like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't even care. I love Creed. They didn't want to say it, and now they're just like, don't even care.
That's real. That's real.
And now Creed's probably more popular than they ever have been.
Yeah. I gotta go. That's it, dude. That was a good show.
Great show.
That's Tyler. I'm Chris.
Peace.